let me see. 28 and 25 is 51. Or is it? No, 53, I think. No, that's not right. 28 and... Oh, bother it. 1, 2, 3, oh dear me, I just can't make it add up. 4, 5, 6, I'm in a fix, 'cause I just can't make it add up. Why, oh why should it be that sums are always hard for me? They really are a mystery, I just can't make it add up. Let's try some more. I still can't make it add up. 6, 7, 8, I'm in a state, 'cause I still can't make it add up. I wish I'd started more at school, for though I'm quite smart as a rule, it really makes me feel a fool when I just can't make it add up. Oh, it's no good. It's all wrong. I'm fed up with it. Oh! Oh, no! What have I done, me and my temper? Mossop? Oh, dear.
If you wanted to attract my attention, Marjorie, there are better ways of doing it than by chucking books at my head.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mossop. I just didn't see you there. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. I was just throwing the book out of the cottage.
Oh, I see. And why, may I ask? I mean, it's not going to become a regular pastime, is it, flinging books about the place?
Well, no. Oh. No, you see, I just lost my temper. Oh. You see, I've been doing my accounts and...
Accounts? What are they?
Well, these are my accounts here. Come and have a look. Well, it's all the sums to do with my business. How much money I've spent on bottles, how much it's cost me to pump the water up from the spring, and how much money I've got from selling them.
Oh, there's an awful lot of sums there, Marjorie.
Oh, there are, Mossop. And to be quite honest, I'm absolutely hopeless with sums. And it just makes me so mad that I can't add up the figures properly. Sometimes I feel like giving up the business altogether.
Ah, like the Riddler in the wishing well, eh?
Who?
He's a character in one of Aesop's foibles, Marjorie. And I think you'll find it's a foible that is very apt.
Well, let's hear it. I could do with a break from these accounts.
Aesop, Aesop, tell us a story, do.
There was once a Riddler who lived down a wishing well. Every time someone passed by the well, they would drop a coin down it and make a wish. And so the Riddler grew rich. But he wasn't happy. You see, he spent his days worrying about money. I wonder how much I'll make this week, he'd say to himself. I hope it's more than last week. And at night, he would lie awake, worrying that someone might climb down the wishing well and steal all the coins. His neighbour, on the other hand, slept very well indeed. He lived nearby, in a hole in the ground, and every day he could be found sitting in the sun, singing merrily away at the top of his voice as he worked at mending riddling boots. How much money do people pay you for mending their riddling boots? Asked the rich Riddler one day. Oh, they don't pay me money, replied the boot mender, but they usually give me some nettles to eat or perhaps a riddleberry pie, and sometimes I'm given clothes. If I've got food to eat and clothes to wear, what would I want with money? And he carried on hammering away at a riddling boot, singing a merry song. Now, the rich Riddler was a little bit jealous of the boot mender, who seemed to enjoy life so much. So he suggested a swap. He'd take over the boot mending business, and his neighbour could live down the wishing well and collect all the coins. The boot mender agreed. Well, he was always willing to try something new, and so that very day he moved into the wishing well. But what a change came over him then. No longer did he sit out in the sunshine, singing happily to himself. Instead, He crouched in the darkness at the bottom of the well, waiting for the next coin to drop and wondering how much money he had made that day. And at night he couldn't sleep. Every time an owl hooted or a tree rustled in the wind, he thought it was burglars coming to steal the coins. After a week of this, he went to see the rich Riddler. "Let's swap back," he said. "I haven't had a decent night's sleep all week, and never once have I felt like singing. All the money in the world isn't worth that." But the rich Riddler didn't want to swap back. He was enjoying his new life too much. So the two of them agreed to share the hole in the ground and the boot-mending business, and they were both as happy as could be. As for the wishing well, it remained empty. Empty except for the coins which were still dropped down it, and which neither the rich Riddler nor the boot-mender could be bothered to collect.
I know just how that rich Riddler felt. Having money can be a real worry.
That's it, Marjorie. That's the moral of the foible, all right.
Not that I make a lot of money from my spring water business. Still, it's a living. So I better just knuckle down and get on with these accounts.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand, shall I?
Oh, well, that's very kind of you, Mossop, but, well, I'm sure you've got better things to do with your time.
Oh, no, Marjorie, I wasn't thinking of doing anything in particular today. Just mooching around the place and eating a few nuts. Would you like one? Where are they? Oh, I must have dropped them when you assaulted me with that book. Now, where was it?
Oh, I did see some nuts somewhere over there.
Well, found them all right, Marjorie. Right under my feet, as it were. What can I do to help, Marjorie?
Well, nothing really. It's just a job for one person, so you just stay here quietly and keep me company.
All right. Quietly, eh?
Oh, yes, please. I need to concentrate hard. Can't have any distractions.
All right, don't worry, Marjorie. You won't hear a sound from me. Not a sound.
Mossop, what is that noise?
What noise is that, Marjorie?
That cracking noise.
Cracking noise? What cracking noise? Oh, that cracking noise.
Yes. Do you always crack nuts in your hands?
Of course. Don't you, Marjorie?
Well, no, I use a nutcracker. I don't think I could crack a nut in my hand.
Try it.
Nope. Haven't got the knack of that. And I definitely haven't got the knack of these accounts. Oh, can't get them right at all. Oh, no, and when I've finished this lot, I've got to go and count all the bottles in the greenhouse. I wish I was better at sums.
Seems to me, Marjorie, that what you need is some sort of counting machine.
Ah, well, I have got a calculator. That's a sort of counting machine, but I'm not very good at using it. It's a bit too complicated for me.
Ah, well then, what you need is a counting machine which you can use. And I shall invent one.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you, Mossop, if you can.
I can do anything if I put my mind to it, Marjorie. I shall return with a counting machine. Just as soon as I've invented it. Hey, Optidlop. What are you up to, then?
Oh, I'm just crossing another day off the calendar that Margie gave me.
Huh? What for?
I like to keep track of how long I've been living here.
You're pretty good at sums, aren't you?
Well, not bad.
Well, maybe you can help me with the problem I've got, then. You see, I said to Marjorie that I would invent a counting machine for her. But I'm not sure how to go about it, to be honest. So I thought to myself, two Riddler heads are better than one, I thought. So I thought I'd come round and see what you thought, as it were.
Oh, well, I'll do my best. Let me see.
Nut? I always say is how eating a nut helps me think.
Got an idea, have you?
What? Oh, no. I was just thinking, what a delicious nut this is.
Oh, yes, yes. It's one of Filbert the squirrel's. She let me one from her store. She's got loads of them this year, she has.
Filbert!
What?
Of course!
Huh?
That's it. She'll be able to help.
Filbert? Well, what does she know about counting?
Well, lots and lots. She always knows exactly how many nuts she's got, so she must have some way of keeping count of them. Perhaps she's got a counting machine.
That's it, Tiddle Up! That's brilliant, that is! I'll go and find Filbert straight away.
Gosh. Fancy Mossop coming to me for advice. He must think I'm quite a clever riddler after all.
6, 7, 8.
Ah! Looks as though I've just come at the right moment.
Oh, hello, Mossop.
Counting your nuts, are you, Filbert? Well, tell me now, how do you keep a count of them all? Have you got some sort of counting machine, have you?
Counting machine? No, I just use these 2 boxes.
Now, come along, Filbert. Don't go pulling my leg. You know you can't use boxes for counting with.
Well, of course I can. I do it all the time.
Really? How does it work, then?
It's easy. You see, I've got this box for 1s and this box for 10s.
Eh?
Look, I count the nuts into the 1s box. Now, I've got 8 already, so it's 9, 10. Then, when I get to 10, I tip them into my store. There. And then I put 1 counter in the 10s box. That tells me I've got 10.
I see. Do go on.
Well, then I carry on counting nuts into the 1s box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I put another counter in the 10s box. That tells me I've got 2 10s.
You mean 20?
Well, some people call it that, but I call it 2 10s. Then I just carry on like that.
Oh, I see. Well, that's very clever, that is, Filbert. Tell me, do you think I could borrow them 2 boxes for a bit, just so I can show Marjorie? I'll bring them back, don't you worry.
Of course. And you better take some counters with you too.
98, 99, 100. Oh, phew.
Marjorie! 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 I've got it! I've got it! The most wonderful method of counting you ever did see! Boxes and nuts!
I finished,
It's
Mossop.
perfectly simple, Marjorie. Look, all you have to... Oh, I'm sorry, I seem to have spilled... Where do you want to go? That's a few less bottles to count. Nut. By golly, she did it!